So let's talk a little bit about the process of finding an internship. Again, I've divided this up into 3 steps: the seek, the solidify, and the succeed. First being seek, you got to find one first, right? Timing-wise, this is the perfect time to begin searching for a summer internship experience. Timelines can vary by academic requirements, and you have to make sure that you've got enough time to put everything in place. You've got to be able to submit resumes and cover letters and do the interviewing process and things of that nature to begin an internship in May or June. You should plan for a minimum of 8 to 10 weeks for a summer internship experience. Why do I say that? I say that because you need to be able to have enough time on site to experience not only the company, the organization, the institution you are working for, but also the job itself. You want to be able to work with several different people, and you have to have time to complete those projects that are predefined. Summer internships can vary in terms of weekly hours. So if you've got 8 to 10 weeks, which is typically shorter than a fall or a spring semester here in the States, typically a fall or a spring semester will have anywhere from 14 to 16 weeks. Summer can be almost half that. So anywhere from 6, 8 to 10 weeks, depending on the institution and if you are on semesters or quarters. So be sure you're asking those questions. But that breaks down to a good foundation of about 135 hours minimum on site. Again, that gives you that time to experience the job, the internship, those projects, and dig into networking on site. This works out to approximately 15 to 20 hours per week, but could be more or less depending on your availability or the employer's flexibility or what course load you are taking. Now, typically in a fall or a spring semester, those are going to be less because your course load is going to probably be higher and your commitments are going to be higher. Now, if you have that flexibility, you can work more than that 15 to 20 hours. That's completely up to you. And I suggest that you communicate highly with the employer to find out what is their flexibility, what are their needs, and if they are truly committed to the internship experience, they're going to be flexible with you to understand that this is a learning experience with mentorship in place. So let's talk a little about the seeking the perfect internship experience. Your campus or career your campus career internship resource office should have an internship database, a jobs database, something that you can look through what opportunities are available. Now, I have in this slide here that it says that these are approved internship sites and opportunities. Here at CU Denver, we go through an extensive checklist of items to make sure that our students are getting bona fide internship opportunities in front of them, meaning that this isn't a business that's run out of someone's home, that there is no commission-based internships available, that if it's paid, it's truly paid. If it's unpaid, then that's clear up front. So your campus should have some sort of database there, so you can look through things like that. However, LinkedIn is also a good place to look for internships. If you go to linkedin.com, up at the top you can search for internships in whatever field, in whatever location you happen to be in. See what postings are available. See what HR folks are putting those postings out there, and join groups and ask questions and network. LinkedIn can be a great opportunity to find that perfect internship experience, or even just network with those companies that are offering those experiences. Have multiple reviews of your resume and cover letter before submitting an application. So once you've found those 5 to 10 internships you want to apply for, and you're working with your career or internship advisor, make sure that you are having them look at your resume and cover letter, but also have some friends and family, maybe a couple of mentors, look at what that resume is looking like. You want to be sure that you are communicating that you are a student. Many students feel that their resume has to look the same for a professional job as it would for an internship, and that's not necessarily true. You want to communicate that you are a student, and whether you already have work experience or if you only have educational experience. In the internship, that doesn't really matter as long as you are communicating to the employer through your resume and cover letter that you are a student and you have developed certain projects through courses that you have taken, and your personal brand is coming through. If you're marketing, you want to make sure that you're talking about print, social media. If you're communication, have you any experience with PR? If you are in the arts, then is there a link to a portfolio? And many of you may have portfolios as well. Provide those links to your LinkedIn profile so that you can communicate that clearly. But have people look at it and make sure that that message is coming across clearly. Clearly address qualifications from the job description in your application materials. They will define what the minimums and the preferred qualifications for that internship experience are. You want to make sure that that is being communicated. If they are listing, we are looking for high communication, written and verbal. We are looking for a positive leader. We are looking for someone with management experience. Then your resume needs to bullet point those things in about the same order so that they don't have to search for those skill sets in your materials. Use your network connections. Do some informational interviews. Connect with people that are your mentors. Find folks on LinkedIn that are willing to spend half an hour via Skype, or you can take them to coffee if you are able to. Ask them 5 to 10 questions about how they got where they are, and ask them for other people that you can speak with that may be willing to be that mentor, be that person that can provide you that face-to-face human experience around finding that internship. And you never know. You may find someone that has an internship available to you, or they're willing to create that experience with you. And that brings me to the last point there on that slide, creating your experience. So maybe you don't find something that's perfect in the internship database, or you can't find something in LinkedIn that fits perfectly for what you're looking for. That doesn't mean that you can't take a specific idea for an internship experience and approach someone and say, let's create this together. Would you be open to creating this internship? Would you be my mentor in this experience? I already have faculty member XYZ that's willing to be my faculty sponsor. Work on that as well. Work with your campus internship advisor or your career advisor or a faculty sponsor to make that idea a reality. That's possible as well. So the solidification process. So let's jump ahead and say that you have interviewed, you have done a great job, you receive an offer for an internship. Be sure that you have a clear internship description about what you're being asked for by the employer. Again, you want to look for those 1 or 2 clearly defined projects that you will be working on, that you can create those artifacts at the end, the takeaways of your experience. If they're asking you to develop a communication plan involving print and social media marketing, is that feasible in an 8 to 10 week internship? If so, great, jump on it. If it's not, see if the employer is open to negotiation about, okay, well maybe I can't do both of those things, maybe I can only do one, and here's a clear timeline and a strategy of how I'm going to do that. Be sure you're looking for the employer's commitment to the learning and mentorship. Is there a predefined site supervisor? Again, that mentor. Are they going to provide training and orientation for you? If you're working in a research lab or you're going to be working with hazardous materials, are they providing environmental health and safety training for you? Are they providing the proper materials so that you can be safe in that experience? Also look for a documented evaluation process. Are they going to be sitting down with you at the midpoint and at the end? Or if you require more, ask about what they would be willing to do. But you want to be able to walk away with an evaluative process that states that you achieved whatever skill sets or whatever projects. If you don't see any of these things, be sure to ask for them before agreeing to move forward. Also, have a predefined or predetermined learning agreement signed and on file with your career or internship resource office prior to starting your internship experience. If they don't have something that's predefined, at least work with someone on your campus so that you can put some bullet points down about what expectations are going to be. If it's an academic internship, there's going to be a syllabus probably tied to that because you're paying tuition dollars and receiving transcripted credit for that experience. They should be able to outline what those learning objectives are going to be. If there's an additional learning agreement, then you get to define your own learning outcomes and objectives. And even without a learning agreement, I would suggest you do this for yourself because you want to take ownership of this internship experience. If you reach any of your goals or your projects early in the internship experience, set new ones. Take advantage of the learning opportunity.